friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Mystic Magic. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be finding out how you can change your life. I am super excited about this video, and I also just want to say, like, no pressure. Don't feel like you have to change your life. Don't feel like you need to do anything if you don't want to. That's totally fine. My intention for this was, if you're in that group of people, if you're in that collective where you're feeling like you want to make a change or you want something to be different, but maybe you don't really know how or aren't sure what direction to go in, this is for you. This is for the people who are actually wanting to make a change in their life. So, like I said, no pressure. If you love your life, that's great. This reading then maybe isn't for you. But if you are looking to make a change, or if you are looking for new ideas, then welcome. So I have 3 piles prepared for you to choose from today. Over here on pile 1, we have Fossilized Wood. On pile number 2, we have Green Opal. And on pile number 3, we have Carnelian. So feel free to pause the video if you need some more time figuring out which pile you're the most drawn towards. And then once you've chosen, you can scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment and skip ahead to your reading. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. Don't try to force all the messages to fit for you in your life. There could simply just be messages here that are meant for other people watching that just aren't meant for you. And remember that tarot is just a tool that reads the current energy, and energy is always changing. So remember that you have free will and the power to create change. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hey there, pile 1. If you chose the Fossilized Wood, this is going to be your reading today. So we are going to be finding out how you can change your life. What one thing can you do to change your life? I'm super excited to get into it. So when I was tuning into your energy before turning on the camera, I was hearing the word grass, and then they were showing me someone like running through this field with like very tall grass in it, and like running their fingers through the grass and just like feeling it. And I'm not entirely surprised because fossilized wood is heavily connected to nature. This is basically a piece of tree that has, I mean, I don't remember all the science. I looked into it when I got it, but so much time passes that it essentially turns the wood into stone. Okay, so this is like very heavily connected to nature. It's very grounding, and it was just like a very peaceful energy coming through. So I have this feeling that this kind of energy and like getting back to your roots, getting back in nature, things like that, will be really helpful for you. Now, when I was shuffling for this oracle card here to head the reading, it came out with such a violent force that like completely shocked me, and I wanted to look at it, but I didn't, but I really wanted to. I was like, oh my god, pile 1, like, what is this? So I'm very excited to see what this card is. So let's take a look at it. Wow, we have the Peacock Spirit, Let It Shine, number 46. Now I'm hearing that song, This Little Heart of Mine, I'm Gonna Let It Shine. Oh, I love this. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start shuffling the tarot while I talk about this card because we're going to get more details here. But wow, pile one. So one thing that you can do to change your life is just be you. Like, yes, connecting back to your own natural state of being, your own authenticity. Allow yourself to be seen for who you are. Allow yourself to shine. Like, you're so beautiful inside and out. And maybe you've gotten used to hiding yourself away for one reason or another. Maybe a bad experience, maybe a fear of rejection, fear of being misunderstood. But I'm hearing that's not the case anymore. That it's safe for you to be who you are. And look, I know that being yourself can be really scary because that fear of rejection is real. Like, you know, humans are social creatures. You know, we need that sense of community and that sense of belonging, right? Keep being taken back to the root chakra here. The sense of belonging, the sense of feeling at home, of being comfortable. It's really important. It's necessary, right? And so it can be really scary to just like be super vulnerable and put yourself out there and just be who you are, because it's a lot easier to be rejected when you're not fully being who you are, right? Like when we put up those masks or we put up those fronts so that, you know, people don't see the full us. Or seeing like 70% of the picture. They're seeing 40% of the picture. But really stepping into who you truly are and being confident about that and loving who you are is really going to change things for you. With the number 46, it's really standing out to me because 4 is a very stable number. It's very secure. 4 also talks about protection as well. And wow. The 4th house is all about the home. It's ruled by Cancer. This is maternal energy. It's also ruled by the moon. So again, this is talking about home, that sense of belonging, being able to feel at home in yourself. And the number 6 is a number of unconditional love, balance, harmony, reciprocity as well. So this is telling me that by you being able to just be yourself, it's actually going to bring you a lot more stability and security. And at the same time, it's also going to connect you with people who are going to reciprocate that kind of energy back to you. Like, people are going to love you for who you are. Now, I'm going to be honest, like, not everyone's going to vibe with you. Some people just aren't going to vibe with you the same way that you don't vibe with everyone. And like, that's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you weird. It doesn't make you unworthy or unlovable. It just means that, you know, your energies just don't resonate with each other, and that's okay. It's like that saying, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But the people who do resonate with you are going to be so grateful and glad that you had the confidence to be able to be yourself, because they're also looking for people who are like them. Okay? And by you being yourself, it also inspires others and gives others permission to be themselves too. So let's take a look at your cards. We have 5 cards that came out. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the Fool. We have the 10 of Cups. And we have the Ace of Cups. Oh my god. Wow, you guys. Okay, on the back of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands. Okay. So we have 14011. Wow, okay. So elaborating on this energy, how can you change your life? I love that we have the Fool right in the center here, and it's like also sticking out to me because it's the only card here that has a white background. So it's like very much standing out to me right now. There is such a sense of like liberation that I feel like your soul is wanting to experience. I feel like you may have been hiding for so long, and like that's okay. No judgment, no need to be hard on yourself for that. Like we do that for so many reasons, like to feel protected, to feel safe. Again, root chakra energy here. So allowing yourself to just be free, to feel free in being who you are, allowing yourself to just show up, flaws and all, imperfectly perfect, like showing up messy, showing up like hair undone, no makeup on, you know what I mean? Like just being who you are without having to adjust to who's around you or what environment you're in. Like showing up as you are, no matter the circumstances, and letting your heart shine, speaking your truth, being honest, being loving. It's going to bring you so many opportunities here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups to make connections with brand new people who bring you so much emotional fulfillment. Like this Fool here is literally jumping, dancing with joy here. We have the Ten of Cups as well. This is an overflow of emotional abundance. Okay, so there's an opportunity here to really connect with new people, but also connect to people who you're already connected with, but on a much deeper level, because now you're removing all of these layers and letting your light shine. It's like, let me reintroduce myself. Like, hey, I'm pile one. This is the real me. Nice to meet you. You know what I mean? And this Four of Pentacles is like what I was talking about. Like it's safe for you to let go of any masks that you felt like you had to wear to fit in. Any of these identities that you don't really resonate with, that you felt like you had to embody in order to fit in. It's safe to let that go. There's maybe a belief here that like if you were really yourself, if you really showed yourself and presented yourself, that things would fall apart, or that, you know, people maybe wouldn't love you, or they wouldn't respect you, or they wouldn't want to be your friend. It's simply just not true. And that can be hard to hear, and maybe that could be triggering, especially if you've had an experience like that in the past. So I don't mean to invalidate those feelings. That's 100% fine for you to feel that way. My point is that, kind of like what I was saying before, yes, there may be some people who just don't resonate with this version of you. And I understand that can be really hard to let go of, like, especially if you've been friends with this person for so long, or you have a lot of history, or you have a lot of whatever with them. It's hard. Been there, done that, you know? Like, I've also changed friend groups and stuff, and it's really difficult. It's really hard. But I tell you what, it's so much easier being able to be yourself and not have to constantly think and edit and like stifle who you are constantly. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know how that feels when you're like around certain people and you feel like you have to act a certain way. Like, it's exhausting, right? It's exhausting to pretend. It's exhausting to keep up the act. So it can be really hard to let go, but what you're gaining from that is so much freedom and so much more energy, because you no longer have to think. You just are. You're just being you. You don't have to think about who you are. That comes naturally, right? Like it just flows out of you. It's effortless. Effortless connections are what's going to come out of this, out of you being you. Okay, and this is going to change your whole life, because it's not just effortless connections that really vibe with you that are going to come in, but even opportunities like work opportunities, job opportunities, opportunities to, I don't know, try out new experiences. Maybe there's something you've always wanted to do, but you never did it because like it didn't match up with your image or something like that. You know what I mean? So the greatest thing that I'm seeing is that this is going to just bring you so much freedom, and all the energy that you put into editing and tweaking and holding yourself back, you're going to regain all of that energy and be able to put it into things that you truly, genuinely love, into these new experiences and these new connections that are just going to bring you so much fulfillment. Like, you don't need to fight anymore, okay? You don't need to fight anymore. Wow, pile one. This is crazy. This is so powerful. Yes, I was talking about the moon energy before when we were talking about the fourth house in Cancer. We also have the phases of the moon here on this on the Fool card. I don't know why I was about to say solar plexus. So yeah, exactly. Feeling confident in yourself. The solar plexus also has to do with our identity, our ego, right? This is like a huge facet of who we are. So feeling confident in who you are. Who do you want to be? How do you want to identify? Okay? These are things to think about, and let it come from a place of love. Don't let it come from a place of fear of like, I have to be this way in order to be accepted. You are accepted exactly as you are. And by you being yourself, you will find your crowd and your community of people who are also exactly like you. So also by stepping into your feminine energy of being more accepting of yourself, being more compassionate towards yourself, more gentle towards yourself, kinder towards yourself, this is also what's going to help you change your life. Okay, because we have pentacles and we have cups here. These are both feminine suits, right? In combination with talking about the moon and Cancer energy. So nurturing yourself, mothering yourself, taking care of yourself, okay? Self-care on all levels, physical, mental, emotional, energetically. Taking care and nurturing yourself, going on this self-love journey of really believing that who you are is good enough. It's always been good enough. You've always been good enough. Period. So now I want to take this other deck and just see like what you can expect. I know we already kind of got some of this info, but I want to see like what the outcome will be, like certain things that you can expect if you were to make this change. So spirit guides, please, for my pile ones, if they were to implement this change in their life, what would the outcome be, please? Okay, so we have a few cards coming out. So first we have Frying Pan, Trouble, Accusations, which followed by Fire, Strong Emotion, Passionate Love, or Hate. So I find this really interesting because it's like you obviously cook on the fire, obviously. I'm hearing finally putting something to bed, or like putting the fire out on something. So there's this energy of like, by you making this change, because I feel like with this trouble accusations, like this isn't about other people. I feel like this is your own internal conflict. Like we have this 5 of Wands here of like, well, if I'm myself, then, you know, maybe people will accuse me of being a hypocrite, or people will pass judgment on me, or like, you know, XYZ. And it's like, that's what I feel like is being stifled here. Because I keep seeing like all of these flames here, but then a fire extinguisher coming and just like, and then like all the flames die down. And with fire here, this is kind of what I was feeling, where it's like all that energy that may have gone into stifling yourself, you're going to have so much more energy, so much more vitality, passion to put into these things and yourself that feel authentic to you, things that you really love. And I'm also getting this message of like, you may have, you may struggle with like anger and things like that. And I'm being taken back to the solar plexus energy. And so this anger and this conflict could be stemming from the fact that you, in certain ways, like haven't been your true self. And like it can, you know, obviously get very upsetting, like constantly feeling like you need to laugh at other people's jokes that you don't find funny, or like be in situations that you don't want to be in. Like, yeah, that can make you angry. And so I feel like that's also something that's going to be stifled. I keep like, stifling is a very big theme here. And what's interesting, these two cards came out together. We have family wishes come true, and then we also have family matters. So what this is making me feel like is, especially being on top of this 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, is like connecting with people who feel like family, connecting with your soul family, connecting with your tribe, connecting with people who you vibe with. Okay, and it's interesting that we have fire on this side and we have water on this side with the well and the seahorse. So it's literally like putting the flames out, stifling the flames. Like, it's crazy. Wow. Wow, and I just split the deck and we had good news coming out. Good news. I want to get a clarifier. So, Spirit, what would this good news be? Ooh. Wow, look at this. We have needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Okay. Wow, and on the back of the deck, we have dogs getting together with friends. So maybe you've been wanting to make new friendships. Maybe you've been wanting to connect with new people, meet new people. Or maybe this sincere wish could be about like you starting your own family. Okay, if that resonates. But by you really embracing and embodying who you really are and just letting yourself be seen, it's going to lead to a sincere wish of yours being granted. So this could be something that you've been trying to manifest. Maybe there's an application that you've put in, and you vibrating in your own energy authentically is going to help you attract authentic opportunities and wishes, right? Because now both things are on the same frequency, okay? Wow, okay, this is so exciting, Pile 1. I really loved your reading. I hope that this brought you clarity, and I would love if you'd let me know down in the comments how this resonated. I'd love to hear from you. So thank you so, so much for letting me read for you today. I love you guys so, so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Hey there, Pile 2. If you chose the green opal, this is going to be your reading where we are finding out how you can change your life. What one thing can you do to change your life? I'm super excited to get into it. So when I was tuning into your energy before I turned on the camera, I was hearing and being shown somebody surfing, and I was also hearing ride the wave you're on, which is very interesting. So let's take a look at what card we have here to head the reading. Ooh, wow, we have the the White Raven Spirit, Trust in the Magic, number 66. Wow. Trust in the magic. Okay, so for this card to come out in a topic like this, how you can change your life, I feel like you guys are very pragmatic, very practical, or very logical. You may have a lot of air or earth in your chart. Even if you don't, like, that's fine. There could just be certain blockages in your crown chakra and your heart chakra, which is interesting because the green opal is connected to the heart chakra. It helps us to overcome grief, mend the heart, mend relationships, and as well it's also a very creative stone as well. So if you don't resonate with being like very practical and logical, maybe you're very creative and struggle with self-doubt and things like that, like not trusting in your craft, your talents, feeling like you're not good enough. Maybe you have fears about like putting your work out there, putting yourself out there. And so what would really change your life, one thing that you can do to change your life is to trust in the magic of the universe. Because, okay, white ravens are like very, very rare. This is like not an animal that we see often. Even ravens themselves, I mean, I guess it depends where you live, but I feel like they're very rare, you know, they're very mysterious. You don't see them all the time. Okay, so maybe I'm hearing that quote. I think it's Roald Dahl. It goes something like, those who don't believe in magic will never see it or will never find it, or something. I always butcher quotes. I'll put it up on the screen for you. But that's coming through. It's like maybe you're a little bit cynical sometimes. Maybe you have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, and that's no judgment because I got a lot of Capricorn in my chart and I used to be cynical as fuck. Okay, like I get it. Like I totally get it. It's hard to trust in something that you can't see. You know, it's like, when I see it, I'll believe it. But it's really the other way around. When you believe it is when you see it, right? And that's what having faith is all about. Whether you're spiritual, whether you're religious, like it doesn't matter. But it's about having faith and having trust that things are going to work out. Okay, I'm going to start shuffling the tarot while still talking about this card. I also want to talk about the number 66 here, and no, this is not the number of the devil, okay? I know that's like a huge like thing in like mainstream media and stuff like that. The number 6, which actually came out in the last group as well, this is all about unconditional love, harmony, peace, reciprocity. And we have it twice here. So this is a very significant master number for you. You may actually see repeating 6s a lot. And if you do, this is a sign from the universe to trust in the magic. Trust that things are happening even though you can't see it. Okay? Maybe you've been going through like a really tough period lately and you're feeling like nothing is working out for you. You're struggling to maintain the faith. Maybe struggling to be patient as well. And so okay, back I don't know what just happened. back to the number 66. When we reduce this, when we add them together, we obviously get 12. When we reduce it further, we get 3. And 3 is a very expansive, creative energy. It makes me think of the Empress. It makes me think of Jupiter energy. And as well, the number 6 makes me think of the Lover's card. So it's like there's a choice here, a decision to be made about maybe what direction you want to go in, or decision on whether or not you want to continue down this path that you've been on, or whether or not you want to start trusting and start believing in the magic, start believing that good things can happen to you. An affirmation I started using recently that I feel like may help you is, things are going better than I expect. Okay? Things are going better than I expect. And I feel like this would be particularly helpful if you struggle with downward spiral thinking, worst case scenarios, catastrophizing, things like that. I feel like it would really help. So I felt called to share that. Okay, so you got an extra tarot card. It's all good. Let's take a look and see what we have. Yes, we have the Empress. I was feeling that. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Chariot. Wow. Okay, then we also have the Queen of Cups, as well as the 5 of Cups. These two came out together. Okay. On the back of the deck, wow, we have the Star. Look at all these major arcanas. Wow. Oh, the deck just split and we have the 6 of Pentacles, another 6. Interesting. Okay. Wow. You know what? I'm going to leave the Star card out because yes. Because yes. So let's talk about it. How can pile number 2 change their life? Okay, pile 2, you're definitely super creative. Having the Queen of Cups, the Star, the Hangman, the Empress here, like, you're so creative. Maybe you really doubt your abilities, your capabilities. You may also be really psychic or spiritual, or like have certain gifts in that sense, and that like maybe you doubt it. Yeah, I feel like you struggle with doubt a lot. Whether you resonate with being creative, whether you resonate with being super logical, whether you resonate with being psychic or having psychic gifts and things like that, there's this underlying blockage of doubt. And so the message on, wow, sorry, I just realized that under the Star card, we have the Ace of Wands, which again, this is also like a very spiritual energy. This is like the spark of creation. So how you can change your life is to start believing in yourself, pile 2. Start believing that you're fucking magical and talented and amazing and beautiful, because you are. Okay, I can see with the 8 of Pentacles here that like you work so hard, but then again at the same time it's like you'll work so hard to create a masterpiece of some kind, and then you finish it and you'll look at it and then you'll be like, oh, but I don't think people would like that, or like, oh, it's not that good anyways. And it's like, pile 2, I want to shake you by the shoulders. Like, it's beautiful. You're so talented. Like, you're so talented. And I feel like people would kill to have your talent, your skills, your dedication to your craft. Like, you spend so much time perfecting and mastering something, whatever the skill is, whether it's artistic or not. Like, you have a certain skill that you've nurtured over such a long time, or whatever this is an innate talent that you have. It's like you were born with this, you came here to do this, but you're doubting yourself. Why? Part of this could have to do with seeking validation from other people, which there's no shame there. Like, of course, we all do that, you know? And maybe you've been in situations where, like, people haven't seen how amazing you are, or maybe they have seen it, and that makes them feel really bad about themselves, so they put you down to make themselves feel better. And maybe that's something that you've taken on as, like, a truth of, like, well, you know, like, if my friends didn't like it, or if my teacher didn't like it, then that must mean that I'm not cut out for this. And it's like, no way. That's just one opinion. Don't let one person's opinion take you down, because you're a lot stronger than that. I also feel like you, because of this doubt, you struggle and you kind of like go back and forth between like starting and stopping things. Like, you may have moments where you feel really good and confident, and you're like, I'm gonna do the thing, I'm gonna put myself out there, I'm gonna submit this, I'm gonna post my music, I'm gonna post my work. And then it's like there's this feeling of choking and then like not doing it because the doubt creeps back in, or this fear of like rejection or something creeps back in. And so maybe you feel like you aren't making the progress that you'd like, and as a result, this is like, it turns into this feedback loop of like, then that makes you feel more insecure or more like have lower self-esteem. And then this just keeps going on in a loop, okay? So this might be the situation that you're in or that you've struggled with. And so how to change this is to start seeing yourself for who and how you really are. Okay, forget about what other people have told you. Forget about what other people have said to you. Forget about other people's reactions. Forget about all of that. And I want you to tune into your heart center and really feel and remember who you are. Really see yourself. Take a look at all the work that you've done. Take a look at your craft, all of your art, your music, your scientific research, okay, whatever it is that you do. Take a look at the work that you do and look at it through the perspective of somebody else. Because when it comes to ourselves, like we can have such a tainted perception of who we are, but it's so easy to see others clearly. Why is that? We're so hard on ourselves. Why are you so hard on yourself, pile 2? It's time to start being kinder to yourself. We have the Empress, the Hanged Man, and the Chariot. This is like very feminine energy. Okay, we have Venus ruling the Empress card, which would be Taurus and Libra. With the Hanged Man, this is Pisces energy. And the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, okay? So this is all very feminine energies, especially with the Queen of Cups and the Star too. So it's like, it's time to start being kinder to yourself. It's time to start being your own friend instead of being your worst enemy, instead of being your worst critic. It's time to help hype yourself up, okay? And while it's natural to look to others to support us and cheer us on and validate us, we can't 100% rely on that. We have to be our own cheerleaders too. We have to hype ourselves up. We have to tell ourselves that we're doing a good job, because there's going to be days where other people aren't doing that for us. Because how can we expect that, right? How can we expect from others to give us what we refuse to give ourselves? You have such a bright light and you're so talented, and I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by you. Like, you are seriously so unique and rare, and you've probably been made to feel that like you're really weird or like, something like that. But it's your weirdness and your uniqueness that makes you special, and it makes you stand out. And standing out, I know it can feel like the worst thing in the world sometimes. It can feel like really awkward and ostracizing and like you don't fit in anywhere. But it's such a gift to be unique. Okay, when you look at, the social media and like trends, it's like, I don't know, I've been noticing lately, it's like everybody's using the exact same song in their reels. Everybody is wearing the exact same outfit. Everybody's doing the exact same thing. And I don't know about you, but I'm fucking bored. Like, it's such a blessing to be different. The world needs that. And really, by starting to embrace this about yourself, starting to see yourself for who and how you truly are, it's really going to help you move forward. And I'm hearing that quote, oh God, I'm going to butcher it. I think I'm just going to put it up on the screen, but it's that, it's by Buddha. It's that candle quote. I'm going to put it up on the screen. I don't want to butcher it, but that quote is what's coming to mind, especially with this Ace of Wands and the star here. The other thing is, if you've been struggling with creative block, writer's block, or, you know, anything like that, even if you don't work in a creative field, if you're just having some kind of like blockage where like you feel like you can't come up with any ideas or solutions or things like that, it's definitely because you channel your creativity and your ideas from source. And I can definitely tell that your crown chakra is blocked, especially having this white raven spirit card coming out here. So working on your crown chakra and working on your heart chakra, these are like your two, this is where you operate out of, okay? You channel creativity and ideas directly from source, and you really put your heart into things. Okay, so if your crown or your heart or both are blocked, you're gonna suffer from this kind of creative block, or like feeling like you don't have inspiration, feeling like you don't have motivation, feeling like nothing is touching you. That's gonna happen. So, okay, how can we unblock this? It starts by having more faith in yourself and more faith in the universe, as well as working through any past situations with this Five of Cups here that have hurt you in the past, that have made you feel rejected, abandoned, unwanted, unworthy in any way. Okay, I'm being taken back to that channel message I got at the very beginning about surfing and like riding the wave that you're on. This element of water is so prevalent here with all this feminine energy and this Queen of Cups, Five of Cups. So working with the water element is really going to help you with your heart chakra, okay? So cry if you need to, take a salt bath, spend time, you know, at the beach or by a body of water if you can. Drink more water, hydrate yourself, and get in touch with your emotions again. Even if it's difficult, you know, journal about it. Just write how you're feeling. Even if you don't feel like you're feeling anything, write that. Literally write, I don't feel anything. And just let it flow. Like whatever comes up, just write it. Don't judge it. Don't try to edit it. Just write it. Let it out. Okay? Because holding all of this in is what's creating this blockage. Okay? And it wants to be released. So in summary, how you can change your life is by shifting your perspective on yourself. Recognizing the light that you have, recognizing your talents, recognizing that your uniqueness is a gift. And this is going to help you move forward. Okay? Now I want to pull some oracle cards to close this reading off so that we can see what will the outcome be if pile 2 makes this change. Okay, let's get one more card. What will the outcome be? Okay. So we have Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. We have Shield, you need to defend yourself. We have Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. We have Younger Woman, dealing with a relationship with a younger woman. And then we have dog, protection from a powerful friend. Actually, I want to get one more so that it's even. Spirit, can I get one more card? What would the outcome be? Thank you. Love that. Okay, we also have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. So, okay, this is interesting. With this finger and this shield, I feel like this is what you're used to. It's like you're used to having to preemptively defend yourself before you even do something. And this habit of doing that is part of what's holding you back from putting yourself or putting your work out there. It's like you anticipate that there's going to be a problem. You anticipate that you need to defend yourself. You anticipate that you need to protect yourself. You anticipate someone's going to say something mean, so then you think of a comeback, and then you think of this and you think of that, and then you've put all of your energy into that, and you've caused all this fear and anger and multitudes of emotions that it holds you back from like actually doing the thing, because you just assume that the worst is going to happen. Was this a group that I was talking about that? I don't know if it was this group or the last group. There may be a message for you in pile 1 if you also felt drawn to pile 1. But look at this with the dolphin. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So by embracing who you are and starting to have more confidence in yourself and being kinder to yourself, you're going to get the money, honey. Like, especially if this has to do with like putting work out there, putting an application out there, okay? Being more confident is going to help you attract more abundance into your life. Now, this could specifically have to do with a woman. I'm not sure what this is about. This could also have to do with this protection from a powerful friend. And so if that's the case, it's like by putting yourself out there, you're going to have people who love what you do, and they're going to feel so grateful that they get to really see who you are or see your work. And there's going to be people who are going to defend you, and you won't have to defend yourself. It's not going to be you against the world. You're going to have people on your side. There's people who are going to hype you up, right? This is kind of like what I was talking about before. We can't always expect other people to validate us and cheer us on and things like that. But when we start doing it for ourselves, it actually, it puts that energy out there, and it actually makes people more willing to also stand up for you and also feel like they want to protect you and help you. And then we also have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. So yes, I feel like this has been really taking a toll on you. And by finally just surrendering and letting go and allowing yourself to just shine and allowing yourself to trust and have faith in yourself and the universe, it's going to release like so much stress, so much pressure, and you are going to feel so much more peace. And I'm also seeing maybe with this financial gain that you're getting, that you're going to take yourself on a trip and like literally just be like, peace out. I need to go relax. I need to go have some downtime. Like life's been hard. This has been a rough journey. And like now I've gotten to the end and it's time to celebrate. Like I deserve a break. I deserve to nurture myself and take care of myself. Okay, so pile 2, I really hope this helped. I hope this brought you clarity. I would love if you'd let me know down in the comments how this resonated and what you thought. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you chose the Carnelian, this is going to be your reading. Today we're going to be finding out how you can change your life. What one thing can you do to change your life? I'm really excited to get into this. The first 2 groups were really, really great, very empowering, and your energy is very big. When I was choosing the crystals for this reading, for this last group, I was first going back and forth between orange calcite and honey calcite. I knew that I was being drawn to like a sacral chakra crystal. And then I was like, no, carnelian, like definitely carnelian. And I was getting this energy of like, I don't know, orange calcite and honey calcite, to me, they're more like, they're very bright and sunny and like joyful, happy, creative, positive energies. And it's not that carnelian isn't any of those things, but the vibe that I was getting from the carnelian was more of like a Martian energy. Martian being like of the planet Mars. And Mars literally went direct a few days ago from when I'm filming this. It was in retrograde for I think 4 months now. And what's really interesting is that when I was tuning into your energy before turning on the camera, I was being shown fire, and then I heard Kilauea, which is a active volcano in Hawaii. So you guys, like big energy here. Wow. And you know, it's really interesting in all three of the groups, when I was tuning into the energy beforehand, it all had to do with a different element. Like group 1 was more about the earth and like grounded, rooted energy. Pile 2 had a lot of messages about water coming through. And then this group is all about fire. So super interesting how the elements are coming through today. But let's take a look at what this card is to head your reading, you guys. So we have the Panther Spirit, reclaim your power, number 44. Oh my god. Yes. Okay. This is tying in together very well with the energy that I was feeling. Reclaim your power. Wow. Okay. I'm going to start shuffling the tarot while talking about this card here. So, wow, you are fierce, pile 3. Like, you are so, you are so powerful. Oh my goodness. And like, I feel the way that this Black Panther here is kind of like, it's kind of hidden, you know? Like, it's very mysterious. You can see its eyes very clearly, but like, you know, it's hidden in the shadows. So I don't know if you've been in hermit mode for some time, if you've maybe gone through an experience where you have kind of retreated from the world and kept to yourself for a bit. Maybe a certain kind of situation where like you just felt really disempowered. Are we taking these? No. Yes, maybe a certain situation like really disempowered you, made you feel, like maybe you took a hit to your self-esteem or your confidence in some way. It's really interesting because this carnelian, like I said, it's connected to the sacral chakra, but I'm also getting like really strong solar plexus energy from it, like with all this fire, because fire is the element that rules the solar plexus, and like, wow, okay. Anyways, it's distracting me. There's so much energy here. But so pile 3, okay, you can change your life by reclaiming your power and getting back in touch with like remembering who the fuck you are. I just get like, I get major boss energy from you guys, like bad bitch energy. Okay, whether you're a guy or girl, however you identify, doesn't matter. I use terms like that, like if I say girl or dude or bad bitch or like whatever, I never mean it like towards a specific gender. It's more of just like a vibe, you know? Like sometimes saying dude is the only word that like vibrationally matches the energy that I'm feeling. And it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. So anyways, wow, I'm getting so distracted, you guys. Maybe there's been a lot of things in your life, people, situations, whatever, that have been like pulling you in a lot of different directions and like spreading yourself thin. Like maybe your energy is going towards a lot of different people, a lot of different situations, like your work, taking care of someone, your friends, an ex, you know, things coming up, things going down. Maybe there's just a lot happening in your life right now. But just know that you're being protected with the number 44 here. And your foundation is much stronger and much more solid than you think. It's interesting because the number 4, this was a number that came up significantly in group number 1. And what I was saying there was that 4 takes me to the 4th house, which is ruled by Cancer. And this is all about our roots, our home, our sense of belonging. Cancer is also related to maternal energy. It's related to the mother. But it's interesting because in this group, it's like I feel like maybe you've been in your feminine energy for a long time, and like now it's time for you to step back into your masculine energy. Okay, so let's take a look at what the tarot cards that came out were. We have the Chariot, we have the 4 of Pentacles, we have Justice, we also have the Tower, and we have the 7 of Swords in reverse. Yes, okay. I love this. Okay, I don't know why, but I'm gonna grab one more card. I don't know why I'm feeling called to do that. Can we get one more card, Spirit? How can pile 3 change their life, please? What's one thing? Thank you. We have the 5 of Cups. Interesting. So the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Chariot all came out in the other previous groups. We now have the 10 of Cups on the back of the deck. Okay. So let's see. Reclaim your power. Yes. Okay. So what I'm getting, pile 3, is there's definitely a situation from the past that you have been trying to heal from, or that you have been stuck on for some time. This is definitely something that, like I mentioned before, affected your self-esteem or your self-worth in some way. I'm definitely seeing like the sacral, the solar plexus, and the heart chakra being affected here. And so because of this experience, whatever this was, like a breakup, a friendship breakup, the end of a job, the end of a situation, the end of a contract, whatever this was, it really made you shrink back into yourself and kind of hide yourself away from the world. You may have literally like been spending a lot of time at home and like haven't really been going out a lot, haven't been socializing a lot. And I keep hearing dead the idea that you're not good enough. Okay? Like dead the idea that you're not good enough. I just keep hearing it over and over and over again. So I don't know if this was like I said, everyone's situation is going to be different, but like maybe someone said something to you or like made you feel some type of way that you weren't good enough, or, you know, XYZ. None of that was ever true. Okay, you've always been worthy. You've always been an amazing person. You've always been talented. And the only reason why other people put anybody else down is because they feel insecure themselves. It's never about that other person. It's not about you. It's about that person being triggered by your greatness, and it makes them feel insecure. Okay? And so I love that we have the Tower here and the 7 of Swords reversed, because this is telling me that like it's time for you to completely shatter this illusion that you have of yourself, that you're not good enough, or that you're not worthy of your dreams, you're not worthy of certain goals, you're not worthy of having certain things. Like, no way. Okay, pile 4, pile 3. These misconceptions that you have about yourself, these projections that you've taken on of other people, are clouding and diluting your own judgment of yourself. And by really looking in the mirror and looking yourself in the eye and remembering who you are, because no one gets to tell you who you are. Okay, pile 3, nobody gets to tell you. They can try to tell you, but they don't really know, because no one ever can walk in your shoes. No one ever lives inside of your head. No one can feel what you feel in your heart, and therefore nobody can tell you who you are. So let those people talk. Know that you don't have to take it on. And it's time to release and let go of any of these projections that you've absorbed, okay? Any mean things that people have ever said to you, any endings that have left you feeling abandoned or disappointed or sad, grief. It's okay to feel those things, but you don't need to hold on to them forever. It's like holding on to the end of the rope, and like your hand is burning and it's hurting and you're in a lot of pain, and Spirit's saying, just let it go, just let it go. But you're afraid because you're like, well, if I let go of this rope, I'm gonna fall. Yes, but then Spirit is also going to catch you. Okay, it's like maybe you're scared to look down because you're like, oh my God, there's a 100-foot drop and like I can't let go of this rope. But if you looked and you actually saw clearly, you would see that the ground is actually right beneath you and that you're not going to fall. You're going to be caught. You're protected. You're safe. There's a need to start discerning between what is fear and what is actually real. So definitely working the solar plexus is going to help. And I'm just like, I'm getting this like, okay, I said before that you're fierce. I'm getting this like really feisty energy, you guys. Oh wow, I just saw a hawk flying by. So yes, confirmation from Spirit, you are protected, you are safe, and you are fierce as fuck. I'm into this like really sassy energy, and I feel like this is what you need to step into more. Okay? Like, it's okay for you to stand up for yourself. That doesn't make you mean. It doesn't make you a bad person. And anybody who says that is wrong, okay? You can stand up for yourself and like still be kind. You don't have to be like, you know, stand up for yourself and be horrible to a person. You can stand up for yourself and like not take shit from everyone or anyone, and hold your boundaries and still be a kind, loving person, you know? And I'm also picking up this energy of like, you would benefit from, okay, here's the thing. Sometimes it benefits us more to be like very gentle and soft with ourselves and like very compassionate and like, it's okay, take your time, like you're doing amazing, sweetie, you know, and like that serves its purpose. But sometimes we need to be, you know, a little tough love on ourselves and be like, okay, you know what, self, enough of the pity party. It's time to get our shit together. Remember that we're a bad bitch or a bad boss or like whatever. And I'm not going to let someone's opinion of me affect my confidence, because that's just their insecurity. And if my light and my power and like my meanness is going to make them feel some type of way, that's not my problem. I'm not going to shrink myself down just to make other people comfortable. Period. So what I'm saying is, I feel like you would really benefit from stepping into your masculine energy more, and it's really going to help you move forward. It's really going to bring a lot of balance in your life. Because I do feel like whatever the situation is really did cause you to retract and like kept you in your feminine energy, which served you for a period of time so that you could, you know, like process and heal and like keep your energy to yourself and conserve it. Beautiful. Okay? That served its purpose. Now it's time to shift and redirect that energy and like turn this leaf over. Okay, there's like a new chapter that's wanting to begin here. What I want you to do is meditate and place all of your attention on your solar plexus, which is located between the belly button and your heart center. Okay, so kind of like in the middle of your stomach, the middle of your not the middle of your chest, but like the middle of your abdomen. Focus your energy there. Envision the color yellow. You can wear yellow if you want. This will help you as well. And just focus your energy on this center and start to remember who you are. Okay? Like really hype yourself up. Get into this like feisty, sassy, Aries, Mars, warrior type energy. Okay? I don't know why I'm snapping. Like... It's like you need a little zap. You need a little, I don't know. But I hope this is making sense, you guys. Because this is the energy that I'm feeling. Like, process what's happened. Allow yourself to feel what you need to feel about it in the time that it takes. Like, don't force it. Don't rush it. Let it happen naturally. Like, it's okay. But when that's done, allow yourself to let it go and step back into your masculine energy, because I feel like you want to get back out there. I feel like you don't want to be stuck in this energy anymore. For some time, you probably wanted to be in that energy, and that's fine, and you were, and it served you, and that's great. But now I feel like you're ready to get back out there. You don't want to be held back anymore. And with the 10 of Cups on the back of the deck, it's like, yeah, the 2 of Swords is underneath that. It's like, this is exactly it. You're like, well, I want to go after my 10 of Cups. Like, I want to get back out there and like be happy and find fulfillment and connect with people who really vibe with me, connect with people that I love, like make new friends, make new connections, find new places that I like, have new experiences. But there's this hesitation of like, ugh. Like, well, what if that happens again? Pile 3, even if it does happen again, it's not going to happen in the same way, because if it does happen again, you're going to be in this place of recognizing and remembering your power and your worth, and it's not going to have the same effect on you. It won't. So while it's normal to have that fear of a bad experience in the past happening again, you know, whatever this could be like a friendship ending badly, being cheated on, getting fired from a job. Like, this could be literally anything. Of course, it's natural to fear that. But you've done the healing, you've done the work, and you're not the same person that you were. You're stronger now, you're wiser now. And now well, if you make this change, you'll be in this position where you're so much more confident in yourself, so much more self-assured, so much more stable, that things aren't going to shake you in the same way that they used to. Like, the fact that we have the number 44, we actually have 444 here. Okay? Which, like I said, is very stable and secure. You know, you think of a table that has 4 legs. It's very stable and secure. And we literally have the Tower, which talks about things that are not built on a solid foundation falling away. But the thing is you will have this strong, solid foundation, and like nothing can shake you. Okay? I hope this is making sense for you guys. I want to close the reading off by getting some oracle cards to see, like, what will the outcome be? What can you expect, like, if you were to make this change? Also, you may benefit from doing, like, affirmations, but particularly speaking affirmations, especially to yourself in the mirror. Like, look in the mirror, make eye contact with yourself, and be like, I am powerful. I am strong. I am confident. I believe in myself. I am amazing. I am talented. And like, say it with conviction. Say it like you believe it. Say it like you would tell your best friend in the whole world. Okay? And I feel like this is really going to help you too. So, okay, let's get some oracle cards. So what can pile 3 expect as an outcome? Oh my god. Okay. I won't take these because we did have a bunch of other ones flip over. Okay. So, all right, starting off, we have too much concern with sexual matters with the rabbit. We have wealth. Okay. That makes sense. We have cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. We have carrot, opportunity or windfall. We have marriage. Okay, we also have eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. And we have rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. Wow. Okay, I actually want to rearrange this a smidge and put this here. And put these here. Yes. Okay. So pile 3. What can you expect if you're to make this change? The first thing that you can expect is that this feeling of dissatisfaction or this feeling, wow, look at this, sorry. We have this cracked cup and look at this 5 of cups. Okay. Okay. I'm fine. The disappointment, the dissatisfaction, the sadness, this feeling of being held back, gone. Bye-bye. Okay, over it, healed from it, moved on from it. It's in my rear view. There's no looking back. Then we have rabbit, wealth, and carrot. Rabbits are a sign of fertility and abundance. And we literally have wealth and carrot here with opportunity or windfall. So look, you standing in your power is going to attract a lot of opportunities to you that are going to bring you abundance. Period. Okay? Literally wealth, like financial wealth. But this could also be an abundance of happiness, an abundance of peace, an abundance of fulfillment. Okay, we did have the 10 of Cups on the back of your deck before. We have marriage. This could be taken literally, but I'm seeing this more as commitment to self. Commitment to self, commitment to your goals, commitment to following through on things that you say you're going to do. And then ending this off, triumph over troubles and obstacles, and the most difficult part of a situation is over. Like, hello, isn't that the happy ending that we're all looking for? So this is beautiful, pile 3. So this is everything that I'm seeing. I really hope that this helped and brought you some clarity. I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know if this resonated for you. Tell me what you thought about it down in the comments. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in my next video.